It's time to bring you guys out for your premiere. All of these. I'm out of breath. I'm about to get on the floor and we're gonna flip through some things. All right, let's rearrange. Cause man, October was 2 months. Here's August, September. This is the wrong book. That is for, I put it at the wrong place. What the heck is this? See, I don't have any on, I'm gonna need my tripod. This is May. I need to be able to write that there. August. All right, I'm gonna rearrange them. That's rough, man. Okay, so let's go back to January. Let's talk about what happened in January. January, I was trucking along and I'm like, Happy New Year and a full year. And January 9th comes along. And all the shiz hits the fan. I'm having loads of anxiety. I'm having a lot of issues. I'm like, there's too many people following me on Instagram. I'm getting crazy messages. People that are rude, people that are ignorant. My sister, who hurt me as a kid, follows me, follows my Instagram, starts being stupid. And then there was other family members, even like ex-wives following me, like being nuts. I said, shut it all down. Shut it all down. So I made it to, working on me for me. And I got out of this book. And I was like, I want something else. I want something super de-duper simple. If my floor is dirty, oh well. So I went to a regular standard TN and I simplified my whole entire system. I did my trackers. I was even tracking like sleep and then all the different places I would spend at because I was totally obsessive. Morning pages. I did my food log, a different layout, right? I even did my brain dump, a different layout. That was, Then my week, then my days. And I had did day on one page. And I don't know, it was a no, but it was a yes. And I just kept going. And I think I did this for 3 weeks. It should say back here. Yeah, 3 weeks. And it was all right until the layout started messing with me. And I was like, I need better layouts, better things. And I didn't finish it because the next month started. So I went to the 23rd to the 29th. That was the whole process of January. January was hard a month for me. Very, very, very hard month for me. Some of these months, probably until like May or after June, are going to be kind of hard to flip through. Then came February. I want to say this was one of my most favorite books because loved using a book with minimal stickers. Definitely will happen again. I was loving this. I don't even think... Oh man, Lego Zoom. I gotta get back into it. I have my morning, afternoon, evening. I don't think I had a lot of stickers in here. I had tasks. I had trackers. High-low. Brain dump. Weekly. And dailies were like this. Where I did like no stickers. None. And then I just did like a list. And it says B6 Slim, mind you. I always go to B6 Slim as my comfort spot. And so I did that the whole time. I was also trying to not put stuff to share. Like that was morning pages, but I was trying to not share a lot of stuff. This was a crazy brain dump. So see, none of this worked anymore because I was putting another sheet in here. Here's my week, my days, very simple. a lot of highlighting, little stickers like that, but I was tracking my sleep. I was having problems with my sleep, like bad. I didn't have a commonplace book, I don't think. And I want to say this was a half year. That's what I want to say. I'm kind of going fast, you guys, because I don't know what is on these pages. I did not blank them out. So I love this book now that hold on. I gotta put my foot. I freaking love this book. Makes me think about January and how I want to set up the stuff. Look at all that I was eating. I was trying to fit it in here and write really small. The first part of the year I went small. I went B6 Slim and then like A6. It's really small. You'll see. Oh, can't show that. Ah! That's a health log. So that's February. And then March came along and I was loving these things. In fact, I probably will take it out and use it again. This was from Mark's Edit and I loved it. And this is March. So I had this here, had my memory page still, my dashboard, my tasks and personal goals, my gratitude for my husband and normal. I was still tracking a whole lot of stuff, sleep, medication, stuff I spent. But as you can see, I only spent $13 on Amazon on that Friday. Then I was doing my normal tracking and my morning pages. Then I went back into my scripture writing with my fountain pen. Then soap study, the normal way that I used to do it. I didn't really want to share all that. Then prayers. Then I went back into fasting. Brain dump. Weekly. Dailies. And it still was kind of like, oh, let me flip my hand. I don't even know how long this is going to last on the floor, honestly. Same stuff. I'm going to go fast because I don't know what is on here. It's prayers. And at this time, I only had a private Instagram. No comments were on. I was enjoying life. I was loving it because I just didn't want to deal with people. I didn't want to deal with comments. I didn't want to, can you link this? Can you do this? I didn't want to deal with nothing, you guys, nothing. I was in a total hermit era. Legit. I don't want to flip through this because I felt like there's a lot of crap in there. That's March. Let's find April. Oh, here goes April. Ew, so pretty. So still in B6 Slim. It looks like May, June, and July I went into, gotta flip again. Sorry, this is not very cohesive, but whatever. I went into B6 Slim again. So we're in the month I got a diagnosis. We're in the month where it's Easter. Craziness is starting. Hecticness. Morning pages. Devotion notes on one page. Oh, wow. Prayers. I was doing this thing where I had gratitude, personal reminder, scripture, self-reflection, high lows, notes. That's journaling. Food log. Oh, homeschool, I tried on this layout. Did not like it. And then I had dailies after that. I did not like that. Weekly. Ooh, I like that. I get very cautious in the first few months of, and so I'm not going to flip through that. Sorry, guys. Then these 3 months came and I was preparing for freaking Japan. So I wanted to go in a smaller one because I knew I needed to take my system with me. And May was like this in an A6 Stology. And I had to cut up trackers, morning page, devotion notes, so journaling, food log. I see myself using A6 again in my system. It was very portable and I actually really liked it. I used it for 3 months. I don't know what's happening here. So I know Japan was a spiral from, oh my gosh, it was rough, y'all. Oh, my husband graduated. It was rough, but I still had a very minimal setup. June came and this was crunch time. This was Japan. This was like so many anxiety attacks, so many panic attacks, so many things. Japan was the 6th through the 14th, or actually the 5th through the 14th, 15th kind of because of the travel. And we didn't go towards the tailor end of it. So anxious about Japan. I went to sleep. I'm so scared. I was so afraid that a typhoon was going to be close to Japan and they were going to like kill us all. I'm telling you, intrusive thoughts are disgusting. Like they are nothing to reign about. They are nothing to like, oh yeah, I'm OCD. No, you're not. You're just saying that because you're not. I mean, I'm not trying to minimize people who truly have OCD, but the whole like, let's make it a fad. This is when we left. Oh my gosh. And I had to put a picture of my family because this is where we were going. This is like, we flew EVA Airlines, EVA Airlines. Like it was such an experience, but it wasn't. My son had so much fun. I have so much information in here, but I met so many wonderful children. So then I followed with July. This is from Japan. This is my own picture. I don't know exactly where it was at. It was a mall, really wonderful, beautiful mall. This was the Golden Pavilion. This is my picture. Oh, it was so nice, you guys, but then it was so scary. So anyhow, I followed through and went with A6 still. It was still very, very, very muted. When I get super, super duper stressed and I cannot function, I can't do stickers. I can't do stickers because I get way too overwhelmed. So then here comes August. And it was rough because I was like, oh, I gotta move my hand, sorry. Oh. I was like, I want to still stay in the A6, right? I am liking it from the couple months that I have been in it. But then I started getting fatigue of it on the 15th, mid-month. And that's when I started incorporating the monthlies in my book. And I was just like, I can't do it anymore. And so I did it. I made it. Ooh, look at that girl. Oh, so pretty. I was heavily trying to lose weight, but it just wasn't happening for me. After 40, your hormones are disgusting. I'm sorry. They just fall to the wayside. I started having a lot of woman issues as well that just kind of told me, hey, you have got to have major surgery soon. I didn't want to. I was scared again. And so here came, I glued these in because I wanted to have like some, oh, that's private. See what I'm saying? I wanted to have some examples for keto. So then halfway came through and I went into the Midori notebooks and I loved it. I loved it. I started putting this here. my random to-dos, memories, a calendar, personal notes, scripture plan, gratitude. All of it was coming back for me, y'all. It was just coming. Soap study. I was thinking, should I go back to food log? Should I go back to opening up my stuff again? I was really wanting to crave that interaction with you guys again, but I was like, So, I did the Dutch door. You guys remember that for my dailies? That's why I went into this book, because I wanted to do the Dutch door. That's right. So I did that. That was actually pretty fun. I don't know. I might do that again. I was putting my tracker in with my food log. I also might do that again in the new year. So this was a really good book, but it could only hold like three or 4 weeks. And that was the crappy thing. And I did not like my days so small. I needed my full days. So I think I stopped it. Oh man, nothing happened there? That's weird. Oh, that's homeschool. I was like, my weekly would never look like that. There's my week. Then I went to full days, do a day on 2 pages again and I was like, I can't do that Dutch door crap. But it was like, I already had accounted for the pages. And then that's the last week. That's commonplace and health log and all that. So that kick-started my standard doodad. And that was what, August? So here comes September. And I was like, okay, I will use another one of these. Because at this point, I was like, get rid of all the books. Get rid of all the books, Monique. Like, you need to get rid of all the books. And I think these are like $8. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. Homeschool, YouTube, brain dump, food logs. I was doing it all in here, man, and it was wonderful. There's my week again. There's my dailies. I was loving it. I was loving it. And then I was like really obsessed with, should I not use the Stology anymore? And then I was like, I need to draw out my layouts. I need to just do all the things. I loved how the pins worked on this Muji paper. So yeah, like look it. I love it. But again, I'm flipping fast because I don't know. I started bleeding a lot. I started having a lot of problems, woman problems. So then October came, remember? And I was in that big mama jamma. And that heifer was like, goodbye, I'm going to kaput. And it broke. And I was like, there's no way. I can glue it, do all this stuff, but there was no way I'm going to stay in something like that. And I think I made it to the 9th. This year was the year of me having a lot of issues with books and sizes. I never did that before. I always just, whatever. I finished it. I just moved on. And, I'm showing my toes. Sorry. And I didn't have that issue in the prior years. So that's why I need to stick to my main 2 sizes, or like not go into a size that was going to be really, really cumbersome. Because, yeah, so I think it was this week. Yeah, the 3rd week is when everything went kaput. And I also have a whole lot of stuff towards the back. I was doing pretty planning. I was putting down affirmations. Pretty planning was like that. I mean, like, I was heavily into this book. I think I did. Where did it go? I did the commit in here. So this is a Moleskine 8.5 by 5.5. So loved it, but I had to get out and do a different book. So I went into the good old faithful. I found a half-year Stology and I went in with it. Come in. Is that you, son? Where are you going? Give me kisses, my snuckle. Love you. Be careful. What was I saying? Oh, I'm cursing there, see? And then I've got my food log, and I was just back into the groove of my Stology paper. Ooh, I love that. And so Stology is where it's at, but I go back and forth because I'm like, man, Monique, it's a lot of money. It's, you know, she looks so cute. She's like a ragamuffin. So she's a Shih Tzu. She's now almost 7 months. You guys, if you don't follow my story with Maya, oh my gosh. We got her at 9 weeks. I was like, get this dog out of here. I cannot deal. I actually fell in love with the damn dog. So Stology is where it's at with me. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy them every month. A lot of people say buy them in bulk. I could buy them from Japan, but I don't know. I kind of don't want to. So, because I like to buy them monthly, and then this is my current book. So I'm still like logging my food still. I'm still on my brain dump. I'm still on my day today. So I take this book downstairs with me still. But who knows what the new year is going to bring? But I do know that my system works. Going into the new year will be 5 years, and these are not all the books I have. This is just this year. I have all the rest. My leg is completely asleep. I have all the rest archived, and I've got to do something because I don't have enough room. I have them in my closet right now. So we shall see. But that's the condensed version of flipping through all of my books. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking around. And have a great day.